Hi, you've reached the voicemail of Lily. I can't take your call right now, but if you leave your...
Dear Andy, there are some things you ought to know, some things that I can teach you from the life I've lived. Some lessons. Lesson 1. If you choose to be a writer, like your foolish father, you have to embrace your solitude. The pain it causes is a curse and a privilege. Lesson 8. Don't be frightened by weakness, for we are most like children when we are weak. When a plant is growing, it is pliant and supple, but when dead, it is stiff and brittle. When we are soft, we are open to life. Strength is nothing when we are dead.
Make yourself at home, okay? We're just settling in. Thanks for letting us stay.
I shouldn't have come. I get the feeling that your brother doesn't really want me here.
No. He's just grumpy at the moment. I'm sure he's really happy to have somebody else here.
When is she leaving?
Paul, she has nowhere else to go. You know she can't stay at my place.
She could go back to her son for a start.
The psychiatrist doesn't want her to be alone until she improves.
Then why did they let her out?
He's a little bit under pressure at the moment. He's writing a novel. His first novel ever, and I don't think he'd admit it, but I think he has writer's block. I know this isn't comfortable for you. I know this isn't comfortable for you. But there's something you need to know about Paul. But there's something you need to know about Anna. Anna only went to the hospital the other night, but she's been sick for a long time. I remember last year overhearing her in confession, sobbing her eyes out. He cheated on her. They only split a couple of months ago, but ever since then, she's been obsessed with him, spiraling out of control until she overdosed. Paul's been facing a lot more than writer's block. His wife left him just last year, and their baby, their child.
What happened?
Forget it. I shouldn't have told you that. Look, I'm not asking you to be her best friend. I'm asking you to understand her situation. All I'm trying to say is, you shouldn't be worried about Paul being grumpy or short with you.
Just tell her not to come into my office. Lesson 14. Some nights you will have difficulty drifting off to sleep when the ugliness of the world is on your mind. When you do, just think of me and think of a time when you were happy.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Where's Connie?
She, she had to go out.
You're like Elgo.
Who? Oh, no, I just thought it would be nice to...
Connie never mentioned that you smoke.
I don't. I'm sorry, I should go.
You drew this. What is it?
It's a dress I'm making.
You can sit down.
This is a beautiful chessboard.
You play?
I used to. So, Paul, what is it that you do?
Connie didn't tell you?
No, I don't think she did.
Well, I'm a writer. I've published quite a few books.
I had no idea. Have you written anything I would have heard of?
Well, let's see. First I wrote Proteus and Poseidon, then there was Dawn's Light. Before that, Lenny's Place. Have you read any of those? And right now, I'm writing a new one because it's been too long since my last novel. I've only just started, but I've made quite the headway these last few days. But I take it you're not much of a reader.
No, I actually love reading.
Well, perhaps I could give you a signed copy when I'm finished.
Mate. Can I ask you a question, Paul?
You could ask, but I might not answer.
Are you married?
I used to be.
What happened?
We married young, and people change. Are you married?
I was. We split not long ago.
Why?
Why? He'd been acting weird for a while and I had my suspicions, but one day I saw the text messages and that's when I knew.
Do you still love him?
I'm not sure that that matters anymore.
Would you forgive him? Sometimes our memories are lurking just around the corner.
Not like this.
Sit down. You can tell me. You can tell me anything. Lesson 17. Very rarely does God endow us with the gift of inspiration. You must hold on to it with the utmost tenacity.
You know, sometimes I would do this thing where I would...
What was it?
It's so silly. It was just, I was a kid. It's silly.
Tell me.
Come sit here. When I was sad, I would do this thing where I would sit here and I would face the water, and then I would close my eyes and I'd imagine that the thing that I wanted more than anything was right in front of me. And if I just pictured it, if I just imagined it hard enough when I opened my eyes, it would be there. Try it. Picture it. The one thing that if it was there, if you had it, it would make your life whole and you'd be happy. Do you see it?
No, there's nothing there, Anna.
Oh.
This is ridiculous.
Stop being so skeptical. Just try it. Come on.
Okay, fine.
Do you see it?
No.
Well, what did you picture?
Just my novel completed. Shall we head back? I would do this thing where I would sit here and I would face the water. When I was a kid, we lived near here. There were times when I just couldn't stand one more second of my parents fighting, so I would run away and disappear into the trees. I don't know what it is, but I feel like I've known you my entire life. Is that strange? It's not strange. It's cathartic. When we can release the fetters of our tormented and beautiful secrets, then we breathe new life.
What did you picture?
Just my novel, completed. Anna.
Anna was still young with a shadow of beauty on her face, but a long spell of promiscuity and the burden of a dull marriage has left her looking less like an idyllic housewife and more like a frump.
You don't understand. I just tend to use the names of people I know,
Oblivious
that's all.
to her parents, distant to her husband, a stranger to her children. To pity her was unavoidable.
Anna, why don't you give that to me? You don't understand what you're reading.
A child of abuse? You sad, pathetic man! I was married to a sociopath, but even he would have never done something this twisted. Oh, you were just so ready to listen about my fucked up life, weren't you? Oh, you know, Connie told me. That's right. She told me all about your ex, Lily. You didn't grow apart. No, she left you because of the miscarriage. You know what? Just as well. I pity the child that you would father. You deserve to sit here wallowing in your self-pity, masturbating to your own work like the hack writer you are.
Son, at some point in your life, there will come a time in which you will be asked to be courageous, to be brave. The choice you make will define you as a man.